Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the weather we have seen this year is making it difficult for some Kentucky farmers.
And a group of students from Valley Elementary in Pike County hit the streets Thursday working to give back to people in their community.
Plus, a family of 5 in Leslie County is thankful they are still together after their home burned down over the weekend, but lost everything they had.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergram.
Well, thank you for tuning into Mountain News This Morning on this Friday. Madison, we made it.
We made it to Friday, and it's almost Christmas time. And
I know a lot of people's vacations are starting today.
Yes,
Yours is. That's exciting.
It is, I know. And a lot of people, kids are like probably last day of school today.
I know.
Throwing those Christmas parties, that hot cocoa.
Well, you know who's not starting vacations? Brandon and I. Let's bring him in on the fold this morning. And Brandon, there was a pretty good layer of frost on my windshield when I walked out the door this morning.
That's right. I see the weekend. Can you see it?
Almost.
It's on the
almost.
horizon.
We got 2 hours until I can see it.
More than 2 hours. It's just Friday, Will. Anyway, let's take a look and see what's going on this morning. There is some frost on the cars, so give yourself time to warm them up as you head out the door this morning. But not even a cloud in the sky, like the moon there at the top of your screen there outside the WYMT studios this morning. Clouds will start to gradually increase later today, but not yet. 20 Ashland, 18 in Monticello, but most of us in the mid to upper 20s there. Jackson, the warmest spot in the region, along with Wise, tied at 30. So a little bit of extra coffee, max warming needed there on the coffee meter this morning. But as you head out the door, take the jackets early. Hopefully, even with the sunshine yesterday, we didn't get up to where we were supposed to, but we're going to scale back a little bit and go 50 today and see if we can make that there at Jackson for the official high. We'll talk about the extended forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, the weather we have seen this year is making it difficult for some Kentucky farmers. The issues first began with the drought at the end of the summer, which caused grasses and pastures to grow poorly, leading many farmers to supplement their livestock with extra feed and hay earlier than usual. Following the drought conditions, our pattern then flipped into above average rainfall during the rest of the hay cutting season. Meaning the cuts of hay farmers were able to produce typically weren't nutrient rich, which is what farmers need for the winter months.
In the worst cases, it becomes filler. And so they eat it typically, but that material is in there churning, actually taking energy to digest. And so they may not be getting as much out of it as it actually takes for them to digest it.
Fortunately, with the warm-up and drier conditions coming the next week, Sears says this will help relieve any extra stress on livestock and their owners.
And a group of students from Valley Elementary in Pike County hit the streets on Thursday, working to give back to people in their community.
Yeah, WYMT's Buddy Forbes was there as the kids tried to spread a little holiday warmth.
From blessing box to blessing box.
Some people, they don't have as much as you do, or some people just don't have nothing at all.
Students from Valley Elementary braved the cold Thursday.
A lot of people do food and items like that. We want to do something a little different this year for our community.
Leaving winter weather accessories across downtown Pikeville.
See me, I have a nice coat, you know. I get to stay warm. Not everybody has that.
In hopes of providing warmth to people in need.
I don't think it matters where you come from or what your social status is, but I think that anyone can give back, whether it's like a can of food or just a pair of gloves.
40 students from the school's Gear Up Leadership program dropped items in blessing boxes.
Christmas is like a time of year for giving, and we want to make sure that their Christmas is just as good as ours.
Trying to give back a little of what they have been blessed with, while sharing a message.
Here's what our message is going to say. Merry Christmas, and we hope you feel blessed. Love, Valley Elementary School.
Of cheer.
And if you have a chance of giving something to someone, give it to them. Make them happy, like make them feel blessed.
Spreading warmth.
It helps you. It helps your soul and stuff.
And kindness this Christmas season. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, the bags left by the students included gloves, scarves, hats, and more. By the afternoon hours, many of the items were already being put to use by people in the community.
And students from the University of Cumberland spent the last 9 months building beds for kids in need. Students in the Mountain Outreach Program helped the B Squad project in Williamsburg by volunteering to build 51 beds for their second annual Gusty Gunner's Sweet Dreams bed giveaway. By volunteering, they cut the cost of the beds to a third of the price, allowing more kids to get a bed.
It's been a lot of fun. We've learned a lot. And I think that next year we can do it even better.
The bed giveaway is tomorrow morning at the Williamsburg Convention Center.
Well, back in July, Perry County's homeless population was in the spotlight. Following a violent murder at the Bobby Davis Park, the community did not know what to do. A meeting called by Mayor Happy Mobilini pulled all of the area's resources together to bring change to how the homeless population is served.
It's about pulling resources so that none of us are overwhelmed with the needs, but that we're all bearing the burden, you know, of the people that have the need.
The guide can be found at City Hall, schools across the county, and of course the Little Flower Clinic.
And a family of 5 in Leslie County is thankful they are together after their home burned down during the weekend. The Middleton family lives in Stenton and is now trying to figure out what they will do next. The family has been sifting through the house looking for whatever they can find. Jeff Middleton is a laid-off black jewel miner who's been going to school to be an EMT. His wife has spent her day so far looking for car keys that were lost in the fire. They are devastated with this loss right before the holidays.
Partially, I feel like I'm in a nightmare and like this is not real. This is not how it is, that I will wake up and then reality sets in and I realize that it makes it hard.
If someone is interested in helping, the Stenton Volunteer Fire Department is collecting donations for the family, whether that be money or something like clothes.
Well, many people in Perry County may have a full belly this holiday when they might otherwise not be able to. The Hazard Police Department is hosting a food giveaway tomorrow. They will be giving away 1 box of food per family at the Forum in Hazard. James East, Deputy Chief, says this helps people during the neediest time of the year.
Even though it's not necessarily a police-related matter, we're public servants, and I think it's our responsibility to help out our community when we can.
The food boxes will be given away at a first-come, first-served basis. If you would still like to donate food, you can drop that off at the Hazard Police Department today.
Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way. Later, we'll show you how the city of Barberville is kicking off the holidays downtown.
The weekend is near, and if you haven't finished your Christmas shopping yet, and why, first of all, but the last few shopping days look pretty good before the big day. I'll have the full forecast in about 3 minutes.